Part 4, finding the discriminant. In the quadratic formula, x equals negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a, the expression b squared minus 4ac is called the discriminant. So that is the part inside the square root, b squared minus 4ac. If we're talking about real roots of a quadratic function or x-intercepts of the graph, then the part inside the square root can tell us if there are any real roots and how many. So if b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, we know that f of x has no real roots. Because if the number inside of a square root is negative, then there are no real roots. We're going to instead have something with an imaginary part. But if b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0, we're going to have exactly one real root. So if what's inside the square root is equal to 0, and we do plus or minus 0, so we add or subtract 0, that doesn't change anything. So we're going to end up with one real root. If b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0, f of x will have two real roots. The reason for this is because if we have a real number and we add or subtract it to something else, then we're going to have two answers, one where we add the part in the square root and one where we subtract. Find the discriminant of the function g of x equals negative 2x squared plus 5x minus 3. So what we need to find is b squared minus 4ac. In this function, our a is negative 2, b is 5, and c is 3. So b squared minus 4ac would be 5 squared minus 4 times negative 2 times 3, which is 25, plus 4 times 2 is 8 times 3 is 24, and we get 49. So our discriminant is 49, which is greater than 0. So for this function, there are two real roots, which means there will be two x-intercepts when we graph this function. Let's find the discriminant of h of x equals negative 2x squared plus 5x minus 4. And this one, a is negative 2, b is 5, and c is negative 4. So the discriminant b squared minus 4ac will be equal to 5 squared minus 4 times negative 2 times negative 4, which gives us 25, minus, we have three negatives, so minus 4 times 2 times 4. 4 times 2 is 8, times 4 is 32, and 25 minus 32 is negative 7. So our discriminant is negative 7, which means this function has no real roots, and the graph will have no x-intercepts. Let's try one more. Find the discriminant of the function f of x equals x squared minus 6x plus 9. So we need b squared minus 4ac, where a is 1, b is negative 6, and c equals 9. So negative 6 squared minus 4 times 1 times 9 is 36 minus 36, which equals 0. So this function has one real root and one x-intercept.